Alright, so let's make a tier list. This tier list will be, focused around speedrun pets. Don't worry about casual gameplay, because we are speedrunners here. So I guess, yeah, let's get started. Nico, I think, he's pretty good. We have him most of the time. Let me pull my notes. I use him for like half the tank, if not more. It's one of the second best money-making pet below Shrapnel. We'll put him in B tier for now. When we put things in, they're probably going to move around a bit, just based on like realizing things and being able to actually compare them when they're in there. Nostradamus, honestly not F tier. Probably, I might get rid of some tiers in the future, but like, he's not bottom of the barrel, because sure, you can get some money from his snot that drops, but the actual kind of important or like kind of useful speedrunning thing is that he'll interrupt an alien from spawning. Like he'll sneeze and it'll like blow it away, and that gives you like an extra 15 to 20 seconds before it comes again, and you can get that like, it's RNG based on how many times you get it, or even if you get it once. People actually use him for the like king guppy percent. That way they can feed their guppy more just throughout the like 8 to 9 minutes it takes to get a king guppy. Which if you look on speedrun.com, it's like tank 3-4 or something for that. That's people just do that for fun. Yeah, that's it for Nostradamus. For Seymour, easily S tier in my heart, but unfortunately speedrunning is not that great. But he's not at the bottom. You might think like, oh, who cares about... I might be around here, but you might think, oh, who cares about like just the coin dropping slower when you're in a speed run. But the one useful thing is if you're doing like bonus adventure or challenge mode runs where you're zapping a lot of guppies with amp and stuff like that, for like the last final push, you can buy like twice as many guppies, switch your Presto to Seymour real quick, and then like you'll be able to click more diamonds before they fall to the bottom. Also with the Presto variants, we're gonna take all of that into account too. So even though it's technically Presto, it's still Seymour. Alright, so Blip, definitely A tier if not S tier. Probably, let's keep him at A tier for now. S tier is probably going to be reserved for Presto, spoilers. But Blip, the most useful speedrunning thing obviously, just unlocking every purchasable thing in the tank after 5 seconds. It's also nice to know when fish are hungry that we can feed them right away so they grow quicker, and also for like alien spawning that can be helpful too, but mostly like 95% of it is the first bit where it unlocks things at the top quicker. That way we don't have to rely on like Zorf feeding them for RNG or just the brown pellets in general. Like the second we get Blip, he's used for the rest of the game. So Angie, we don't use it all in adventure mode. So I'm kind of like, I'm gonna put him in A tier because just for like bonus adventure and challenge mode and individual levels, Angie's really good. Even just switching Presto to Angie for a little bit is great for that strategy. And also with all these, the ordering inside the tier list, like horizontally, like Blip is better than Angie, and if I put here, Angie would be better than Blip, so it's ordered within the tiers as well. So Presto, yeah, that's an easy decision. Presto, definitely the best. Literally just every pet, but better. Because say he's like Walter for a bit, but you use like your 5 punches, then he goes to sleep, you can switch him to another pet while those Walter punches recharge or something like that. Wadsworth is probably worse than, if not, honestly there's like literally no use in a speed run. Sure, it can help if you're bad at the game, but like we're looking at this objectively. Same with Rhubarb. Rhubarb's definitely worse though. Like honestly, Rhubarb should be down here. There we go, right where he belongs. The most useless pet in the game. Clyde is similar to Wadsworth, probably worse honestly. He doesn't protect anything, he just goes around getting coins. I feel like maybe like this is more accurate. Shrapnel, the best money-making pet, honestly, I think is better than Angie. Trying to think about it, Angie should be here. Yeah, that's better. That's more fitting. Shrapnel just makes so much money But Angie's kind of in between Nico and Shrapnel, because like, I don't know. I'm also keeping adventure mode in mind. Like, we literally don't use Angie at all in adventure mode. With Gash, I think he's gonna be our first C tier. Because while you don't really use him yourself, the short moment where you switch Presto, say in like bonus adventure or challenge mode runs or individual levels, switch Presto into Gash for a bit when an alien spawns. That way you can have Gash kill the aliens faster. It's just the fastest. Then you can switch him back before he gets hungry to eat a guppy. Gumbo might be better than Wadsworth, I guess, because he lures even or grabs large guppies too. Sure, he doesn't make them invincible like with Wadsworth, but honestly, that's all you really need. Like, if you're a little bad anyway, having him just drag to the other side is like way better anyway. Amp. With Amp, this is a great picture by the way, but with Amp, right when we get him, we use him for the rest of the tank. I think he's better than Shrapnel, just because he like jump starts us to get like that first carnivore and then throughout the tank later, and also gets rid of a lot of excess guppies, so you don't have to click all the time. That's for adventure mode, but obviously with bonus adventure and stuff like that, in challenge mode, he's so useful. Like, he is used throughout everything. I think Blip is still better though than Amp, at least like by themselves. I don't know, this is very close. Maybe put Shrapnel here to like, yeah, I think that's better. Alright, so Itchy, I think maybe probably here. We use him for a bit in the beginning of Tank 1 because we kind of have to, but he does speed up some alien attacks. But honestly, you're much better off now that I think about it, you're better off having any of these pets over Itchy. So I guess he's above these two, because you wouldn't choose these over Itchy for a speedrun. For Meryl, I think Meryl is somewhere around here. Might be better than Nico. Reliant on fish. Honestly, the more with like these newer strats, like experimenting with, in that we don't use Zorf and stuff in Tank 3, and also not Meryl, I think might just go in C tier. She's reliant. She's really good in 2-5, obviously for the star catchers. Ooh, I might bring it up a bit. Yeah, I'll put her at the bottom of B tier for now. Nimbus is around these, probably, yeah, less useful than these two. He's just another helper pet. Prego's just like another money-making pet. If you think about it, just like the rate of guppies made. It's just like 100 gold per whatever second, so I think definitely better than Gash, because actually some use in a speedrun, at least adventure mode. Yeah, I think it's a good spot. Rufus, Rufus can be useful, but honestly you have to put him at the bottom of the tank, and like when half the game is, you know, Tank 2 and Tank 3, where all the fish are at the bottom, like your star catchers and guppy crunchers, you don't want to drag the aliens down to hit them anyway. Now Stanley, Stanley's interesting in that he, you know, attacks aliens, but he also is very weak at attacking aliens. Like, it's him just hitting the aliens is like slower than just clicking it with like a level 1 laser. But the one use he does have is that the Ulysses orbs that get sent out, he'll shoot his basketballs and beach balls and stuff at it like way quicker than normal, and like takes them out. So honestly, that could be like kind of useful, so I kind of want to put him right there. It's like in the useful pets, but not good for a speedrun. Whereas in a pet like Stinky has no use at all and is worse than Clyde because he can't go vertically. Vert is another money-making pet who is better than Prego, I think, but not quite up there. I think Meryl's better than Vert. In the right settings, like when we use Meryl. I think I might do this actually, because Vert's just more consistent. Meryl relies on having fish and stuff anyway. Like a year ago, I would definitely think Meryl's better than Vert, but nowadays, I don't know. Brinkley actually has a lot more uses than you might think. Sure, you can, like how he works, you know, you feed him, you get money. Every 3 food, he makes a star, then every 3 stars a diamond, and then 3 diamonds a treasure chest. So yeah, you can get some money. So I guess he's kind of like a money-making pet, somewhere around here or so. But his biggest factor, or not biggest factor, a useful factor for say like bonus adventure and challenge mode, when you have Presto and stuff, say the Presto version of Walter is like down lower in the tank, and you know Amp always stays at the top, so you want them at the top. You can switch Presto to Brinkley and then like feed him up along the tank to get him to the top, and then switch him back to Walter to hit Amp at the top. So that's like a little bit of tech, I guess, or just knowledge. So yeah, somewhere around here, I think maybe, because he can still make money, probably right here then, because he still can speed things up with the money making, and he has that extra use, so yeah, I'll put him here. Walter is very, very good. Fortunately, we don't get him at adventure mode, but for bonus and challenge mode and individual levels, he's always used, and I think he's much more important than Blip, but I can't put him in S tier because Presto just falter in every way. Honestly, there's a pretty decent gap between these two, but I don't think enough to make it a whole new tier. Zorf is honestly just like a money-making pet, if you think about it, because you know how he feeds and stuff, but he also grows things quicker. He grows things quicker to unlock pets, or not the pets, the fish at the top to buy. But it's hard. I'm gonna put him right above Vert if I can. There we go. I don't know. This is a lot closer around like these guys. I still think Nico's better than Zorf. Zorf's a lot worse nowadays, just like all the RNG dealing with him. In the sense that sometimes it is just better to just use the brown pellets. Because Zorf's placement, you have to wait till they're green for Zorf to feed anyway. Although, you know, he does save money and the guppies can grow faster, so it's a trade-off. Honestly, Angie might be up more because of the... I'm too biased towards adventure mode because that's all I run, really. That's what I find most fun. But yeah, I want to put Angie there because she really can save a lot of money in the other runs, like the other categories. Whereas you don't really use Shrapnel or Nico. Oh, I use Shrapnel a little bit because he's the best pure money making pet. Alright, yeah, so that about covers it for the tier list. I'm sure a lot of people disagree, but this is just my opinion, and you know, I'm pretty good at the game, so I'd say it's pretty valid. And this is just for speedrunning. Like, I think in a casual run, obviously some pets are more useful than others depending on what you prefer, but yeah, this is purely for speedrunning, with I guess a bias towards adventure mode, but tried not to be. That's tier list, and I guess thank you for watching.